Hi, AJ here. In this video, we're going to look at creating segments in Google Analytics. So segments help dealers review subsets of data. So for example, a dealership might want to know how many visitors from cars.com went to an SRP or a VDP when they visited their website. So here's how we do that. So when you're in Analytics, click on Acquisition, Overview. Now on the top here, you're going to see where it says Add Segment. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to click on New Segment. So the first segment I'm going to create is to see how many people visited a used VDP. So I'm just going to call this website used VDP. I'm then going to click on Conditions. The first drop down, I'm going to click there and I'm going to type in page. So now I'm going to look for the one that just says page, nothing else. I'm going to click on that. Second drop down, I'm going to change that to starts with. And now I'm going to go to the dealer's website and I'm going to find a used VDP. So let me just click on this one. And since I just want to see who visited a used VDP in general, I'm just going to copy and paste part of the URL that all used VDPs would have in common. So when you're looking at the URL, you see that the unique VDP for this 2016 Buick Encore starts at 2016 Buick Encore. So after the .com, I'm just going to copy this part right here because every used VDP is going to start with that. So I'm going to copy that and paste that right in here. So if I did it right, a percentage is going to populate on the right. And there you go. So now I'm going to hit save. So what's going to happen is after that saves, it's going to populate up here. So now I have all users, and then I have just the users that visited a used VDP. So now I can go and I can look at cars.com traffic. So I'm going to click on referral. And oh look, cars.com is number one there. So during this time period, out of the 301 sessions, 158 of those went to a used VDP. It's pretty strong. So now, what if I want to see how many of those visitors went to a new VDP? So I'm going to go back on top here, and I'm going to click this plus sign, which is going to help me build a new segment. So I'm going to click New Segment. I'm going to call this Website New VDP. And you can call these whatever you want, but this is nice and simple. So that's what I'm choosing to do. I'm going to hit Conditions. I'm going to do the first drop down again. I'm going to type in page because it's a page that the consumers are going to. It's a VDP. So I'm going to find again the one that just says page. Click on that. Starts with. And just to clarify, the starts with, they mean everything after the .com. So then you're looking at everything going forward. So that's kind of the starting point. So now I'm going to find a new VDP. And let me just click on this one right here. So all the new VDPs are going to start with / vehicle details / new dash. So I'm going to copy and paste that right in here. And again, if I do it right, it's going to give me a percentage on the right, and there we go. So now I'm going to hit save. So now on top, you're going to see I have all users, and then I have the used and new VDP segments. Now, sometimes when you create a segment, it'll remove the all users and it'll just be showing the segments you created. So all you got to do then is click the plus sign here and make sure all users is checked, and then scroll down and hit apply. So that way you can compare the VDP traffic to all users. But since it's already on there, I don't have to do that right now. So if I scroll down now, I now have both used and new VDP. So out of the 301 sessions that came to cars.com during this time period, 158 of those went to a used VDP and 78 of those went to a new VDP. And the beautiful thing is that when you create a segment, they're there until you delete them. So if you want to remove a segment, all you have to do is click the down arrow, remove. Click the down arrow, remove. So now we're just looking at all users, okay? And if you ever want to add that segment again, all you have to do is click add segment. And now that we've already created it, all you got to do is scroll down here and they're going to be right there. So all you got to do is check them and hit apply, and it'll apply them again. So what about creating a segment for people that just went to an SRP? You do the same process. So now we're going to click on new segment. I'm going to call this website used SRP. I'm going to go to conditions. First drop down again, page. And find the one that just says page. Starts with. So now I'm going to go to a used SRP. And after the .com, I'm going to copy and paste all this because we know that is our SRP for used vehicles. I'm going to paste that right in here. And if I did it right, you get a percentage on the right, and then I would just hit save. So, same process for a new SRP. I'm going to click there to create a new segment. And while that's loading, I'm going to go over here and go to a new SRP. I'm going to copy and paste everything after the .com because that is our new SRP. So I'm going to call this website new SRP. Conditions, page. Again, look for the one that just says page. Starts with. And I'm going to paste that right in there. And if I did it right, there we go. And I'm going to hit save. And again, now that I created these once, they're forever in my segment menu. So I can just in the future go in there and click on it, check it, and hit apply. So now we can look at the sessions and see that out of these, 36 went to a used SRP, 21 went to a new SRP. So it's very cool to be able to go in here now and let the dealer know, hey, not only are we sending people to you, but they are engaging with your inventory, and a very large percentage is going to a new or used VDP. And there you have it. That's how you create segments for VDPs and SRPs.